All right, hi Poker Manila, and my name is David Jung, and I am the CEO of Hero Poker, and with me is Mr. Bryan Malantic, our tournament director, poker manager, and all-around awesome, sexy, hot single guy.
Yeah.
But I'm married to all those ladies and ladyboys out there. Sorry, I'm off the market. All right, very good. So this is part of a video series where we're going to add to our epic official thread on the Poker Manila thread. Yeah, our official thread about us and what's going on, and hopefully we'll be able to show a more personable side to our site and to know that we are not going to run away and take all the money, because you'll be able to find us, because both me and Bryan are quite big, although I think I'm quite a bit bigger than Bryan. Actually, I'm over 125 kilos, if you can believe it. Wow. But most of that is my bones. I'm very big boned, actually.
Yeah.
And very big
muscles.
And muscles and big belly and some kind of weight on.
Are we really going to go in this direction?
We are going this direction. Okay, let's begin. Okay. So we're going to do like a dual kind of interview process where Bryan's going to speak and ask me questions, and I'm going to ask him questions, and we're going to look at the cameras because we don't know which ones we're supposed to be looking at, which one, that one over there. Okay, great. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
so
hopefully we give you more insight on who we are, because we keep posting stuff on the thread, and
we took a long time before we started posting, but here we go. So Bryan's going to ask me some silly or insightful questions, and I'm going to ask him some personal questions about his sexuality, and we'll go back and forth between that. All right?
All right.
So let's begin. So nice to meet you guys. I don't know any Filipino except for like
that is
welcome.
The country's greeting, right?
Mabuhay. Welcome to our video thread post. All right, go ahead.
All right, let's start with David. I've known David for quite some time, but I met him 8 years ago with PokerStars.
Yes, with PokerStars.
Yeah, I used to be... Well, what were you in PokerStars before?
I was the regional director of Asia and of PokerStars. And I was the mighty one. I helped legalize poker with the legislation with the Gaming Commission and did PokerStars Macau, PokerStars' first live room. And we worked with the Grand Lisboa, and I was part of the setup team for the APPT. And I founded the Macau Poker Cup, and actually I did pretty much everything.
Conceptualized Macau Millions, I think.
Yes, I did. Yeah. The last thing I did before I left. But I had a great team. Danny McDonough, Fred Leung, those guys were awesome, and I had great pros that I had kind of discovered but signed and marketed. Some of them were not great players at the beginning, but they've become great. So that's me in a nutshell. I feel so terrible because I've just said awesome things about myself. But we did even support the FPT, the Filipino Poker Tour, here. Yeah, at that time.
That's where you found me.
Yes, that's where I found you. And there you were, a young tournament director at the Metro.
Yeah. That's how we met through PokerStars. I started working with PokerStars in some tournaments. That's where I trained myself as a tournament director. So I worked with Metro Card Club from 7 years ago. That's where Dave found me.
Yep.
Now, after PokerStars, because I was still in PokerStars, I was working with the APPT. Yep. And at a certain point, Dave actually left.
I left my cushy corporate fat cat job because I wanted to do private equity, but the market still wasn't great, and I ended up getting an investment from some Macau casino owners to do Hero Poker, which was... There was only one person who told me, yes, I think you should do it, and he's crazy. And every single person told me I should go back to PokerStars because I'd only left for about 3 months.
Yeah.
And become the regional director again. And they didn't hire anyone to take over my role for 2 years.
Yep.
They tried to.
Yeah.
And I was just too good. Of course, I have a big ego, regional director, but. And then I started Hero Poker. I launched it actually for the Western markets. And the reason I did that was because I had done a lot of things in my life career-wise, and I very much wanted to see if I could do it. I could do my own business, and especially in poker, which I felt like, oh, I'm so awesome that this should be easy, and it wasn't. It was freaking brutally, disgustingly hard.
Yeah.
But we did make some good moves, and we were doing very well. It's just that then there was Black Friday, and the entire poker market changed, and we had to change as well. And so finally, we shut down operations, and we made a relationship with microgaming to do my own network. Because even when I was at PokerStars, I mean, I had obviously the owner, CEO, and the other like global directors, a couple of them over me, and I couldn't exactly do everything I wanted to do. And then I became my own boss per se, but we were on the merged network. And when you're on a network, you still can't do what you want to do. And just because there's all these network restrictions. And so finally I'm like, okay, fine. If I'm really going to do this, I'm really going to put my time into it, and I really believe in the Hero brand, we're going to work with microgaming as a standalone. But doing a standalone is even more insane than having left PokerStars and doing my own network site. And what did I do? The very first person I looked for when I had to restart the company and go standalone was...
Really?
You.
It wasn't Dan?
No. Dan was already, with us from before.
Yeah.
So Bryan Malantic, let me ask you, when I saw you in Macau at the McDonald's and I asked you to join with me Hero Poker, what went through your mind and stuff like that? Because get this, at this time, this guy is in a great position. He's still taking care of the Poker Metro Card Club. He's doing great. He's the #2 tournament director under Danny McDonald's directly for APPT. Mm-hmm. He's flown around the world and so on and so forth. And I say, Bryan, I love you, brother. You know me. You want to join with me on this crazy adventure where I need a #2 guy on my right hand to really launch, not just the brand again, but launch as a standalone.
Mm. Yeah, that really... well, a lot of you, some of you know me. Most poker players do, from the Metro Card Club and PokerStars, of course. When Dave approached me in the airport, I just listened, and what was going through my head was like, I should check this out, let's see what's up.
What's up?
Like do my background check, right? Do my due diligence.
My due diligence, yeah.
So, background in the company, because I knew you. I trusted you, and I was like, I was already in when you started speaking to me, I knew there was something about it that
That's some bromance, brother.
Needed to look into.
Yeah.
So I spent, how long before I replied to you?
I think a week. Was it?
No, it was more than 6 months.
Oh,
no, you came back to me.
Yes, I came back.
You took some time as well.
Yes, because I had to do some setup and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then it took me some time to get back to you.
Yes, after that.
I told you to give me like a long time.
Yeah. Actually, it was 6 months, eh? Wow, you fucker. You took a long time.
Well, I really thought about it, and the key was, number one, I looked up the company, Hero Poker, and I saw how great it did back in the market. Like how well it was run, how the players loved it. It was a cult hit among all the skins for your network. You're one of the best.
Yes, I love developing this cult following of cultists.
Everybody was defending you. He had players actually like answering or defending him on the threads for, some people just ask things that are not really right, and in these threads, right?
Yeah, well, it's a really stressful time. I think with gaming companies in general, they're not very transparent. I want to reverse that. I think part of it is a lot of gaming companies are not transparent because they don't actually know what's going on, to be honest. Yeah, sure. Right? I mean, people don't really know the product, and poker's not a simple product. No. Like, we had the one comment about the rat holing. Right, yeah. A lot of poker executives would be like, "What's rat holing?"
That's a rat hole.
Yeah, they wouldn't know off the bat.
Sure.
They wouldn't know about, everyone knows about chip dumping and stuff like that, but they don't know about promotions and, bonus whoring and all these other things, and bum hunting and so on and so forth. So, I think that comes down that I've spent a lot of time with the players, and actually I had got a lot of my education from a lot of the American players who, for them the game is everything for them. And so for the Hero brand itself, I've always liked the feeling of the underdog, but the kind of noble spirit. And, I put in that thread that I think every time a player plays poker, there's something special, because it takes balls to play poker, honestly. I mean, if you play on Zanga Poker, it doesn't take any balls. You just click, all in, whatever, it gets you more chips, right?
And I'm tired, I'll just leave now, come back later and play it again.
But poker's a game of endurance, and your heart pumps, especially if you think, you got them on. So it's a mind game. It's also physical. But I think the risk factor, there are some people who will play poker and they'll never get into real money poker, and that's fine. But the players who will play with real money, I mean, there's something different about those type of players.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They put something at risk,
That's right. And for me, that's the way I wanted to run my company, and I wanted to run my company obviously with guys that I could depend on. So Bryan is one of those guys. He is full of integrity, and I knew that if I was going to restart my business and relaunch it alone in the vast wilderness of mega big poker sites, that even though we have microgaming, which is a very, very big company, it's the biggest casino provider in the world for software, poker's not their strongest suit, but I knew that I could depend on them. But still, I needed a very strong team, and obviously Bryan is just totally fit the bill for me, actually.
I was very happy he called me out.
Thanks, bro.